Former Clark County Recorder Fran Dean is scheduled to go on trial next week on numerous felony counts for allegedly using her office to pad her own pocket. The Channel 8 I-Team has learned that the woman who replaced Dean in November also has outside business interests, and the deals involve a former county commissioner who is under criminal investigation herself. Chief I-Team investigator George Knapp is here with the story.
The I-Team first reported back in January that Metro Police were looking into the finances of Commissioner Yvonne Atkinson Gates, trying to see if Gates could be tied to a multi-million-dollar mess at UMC Hospital. We've learned the investigation is much broader than just the UMC situation and involves more than one law enforcement agency. Public service has been lucrative for Gates and for some of those who are close to her. The Ridges in Summerlin is considered one of the 3 most exclusive gated communities in America, home to fabulous multi-million-dollar estates. You wouldn't expect to find many government employees living here, but you'd be wrong. This sprawling masterpiece may be the reason that Metro, the FBI, and IRS are poking around the personal finances of Yvonne Atkinson Gates, the 3-term county commissioner whose modest county salary would seemingly make it unlikely for her to end up owning a home worth roughly $3 million. The land alone cost $346,000, and that was a pretty good deal.
Leaving on my terms, I'm not off going to jail.
When Gates resigned her office earlier this year, she practically bragged about not getting nailed on criminal charges. But it's not over yet. Police want to know why she paid more than $400,000, that's more than half of her last campaign war chest, to members of her own family, and whether any of that money came back to Gates. In December 2005, the commissioner created Built by Yvonne, a construction company, and said she planned to build custom homes, although her construction experience at the time was limited to remodeling work done on her own home. Documents filed with the state show her partner was Debbie Conway, who at the time was Director of Business Development for Clark County. In November, with backing from Gates, Conway was elected county recorder. She said there was nothing wrong with their partnership and that she intended to keep it. But after the election, Conway quietly removed her name from the company. We asked her why. There was no conflict, but it may be an appearance. And so in order to make sure, everything just go away, I didn't want to appear, the appearance to be there, so I decided to relinquish my interest in the company. On paper, that is. In reality, the partnership is alive and well. This is Red Hawk, another upscale development in the Ridges, just down the street from the Gates home. The land under 14 Skybird Court cost $551,000. When the custom home is finished, it could be worth $2 million. The owner is Debbie Conway. The contractor is Built by Yvonne. Wow. How does a county official earning $91,000 a year qualify for a loan of well over $1 million? The money came from the Clark County Credit Union. Conway chairs their board of directors. And on the audit committee of the credit union, at the time, Yvonne Gates. The CEO of the credit union says he can't talk about individual loans, but says every loan must stand on its own merits.
And we're not using any names, of course, but if you've granted the loan, you're convinced that they can pay it back.
Correct.
They can handle the payments.
Correct. What we've got is we will look at their credit, we will look at their income, we will look at their deposit relationship and what kind of monies they have on deposit.
Payments on $1 million loan are roughly $8,000 per month. Pretty steep for a county employee. Conway points out that her loan was approved by her fellow board members.
You have to dismiss yourself from the meeting and the board votes on the loan. You can't vote on your own loan.
So do other members of the board, did they get loans too?
Of course, they're members of the credit union.
So you vote on their loans, they vote on your loans?
Conway says she had no problem qualifying because she's worked 2 jobs, her county position and teaching part-time at the community college. And she says she earned money in the private sector prior to working for the county, although she won't say where or how much. Also not revealed on her deed or in her public disclosure forms is that she has a hidden partner in the home on Skybird, Yvonne Gates.
So she is a partner in your home?
She's not a partner in the home per se.
She's an investor?
An investor.
Half?
Yes.
Yvonne Gates declined to comment for our story. On the day that we visited the credit union, her name was removed from the list of audit committee members. She resigned voluntarily, we were told. Debbie Conway isn't the only longtime county employee to build a custom home on Skybird Court. Another, even bigger home is under construction. The contractor, again, is built by Yvonne, and the loan is from the same credit union. We'll have that story tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and the interview with Debbie Conway is illuminating. You can see the whole thing on our website, LasVegasNow.com.
This is just flooring.
Yeah, it's disturbing on many levels.
We'll see you tomorrow, George.